Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Learn English with FTJ. It's your girl, FTJ, here, and today we're going straight to the heart of every home. Yes, you guessed it. The kitchen. Now, I know what you're thinking. Kitchen? Is that really exciting? Oh, yes, because the kitchen is not just where we cook food. It's where vocabulary sizzles, verbs boil, and English gets tasty. Let's start with a funny little story. Imagine this. So this morning, I walked into the kitchen half asleep, hair like a bird's nest. And guess what? I wanted to make tea. But where was the kettle? Gone. Vanished, like it ran away with the toaster to get married. So I opened the cupboard, found a mug, spilled sugar everywhere, dropped a spoon, and my dog almost licked the butter. See what happened? I used so many kitchen words in just one messy morning. All right, that's just the beginning. We've got so many kitchen words to cook up today. Stick around because next, we're going to open the fridge, and oh boy, it's a vocabulary jungle in there. So grab your apron, your dictionary, and maybe a snack. And let's whip up some English, veg style. Okay, guys, deep breath. We are now entering the fridge. I opened it this morning and almost got hit in the face by a flying tomato. True story. I think the yogurt is plotting something. But let's talk kitchen vocabulary. Words and phrases you need to know to survive in this dangerous land of cooking. Let's go word by word, and I'll show you how to use them in real life. The first word today is fridge. Then we'll continue with freezer, plate, bowl, fork, knife, spoon. Yes, the kitchen Avengers. Bread, butter, jam, the holy trinity of breakfast. Stove, gas, stove, the thing you burn your food on. Or cook, if you're lucky. Tupperware, fancy name for plastic boxes. Salt and pepper kettle, microwave, oven, blender. Toaster vegetables, carrot, tomato, onion, potato. Sink. Dish soap, sponge, aka the sad ending to every meal. Oh, and phrases. Learn these, and you'll sound like a kitchen pro. I'm cooking dinner. Can you set the table? The food is burning. A very important one. What's in the fridge? I need to wash the dishes. Who used my spoon? So many words, so much fun. And trust me, the more you use them in real life, the faster you'll remember. Next up, I'm going to cook something using all these words in action. Yes, a live example. Will I survive? Will I burn the kitchen? Will the blender attack me again? Stay tuned. Fridge. Let's talk about this cool buddy. Fridge is short for refrigerator. But let's be honest. Nobody says refrigerator unless they're in a drama movie or selling one. We all say fridge. And yes, it has a D in it. English is weird like that. Meaning, a fridge is an electric appliance that keeps your food cold so it doesn't go bad. It's like a food hotel, where milk, veggies, leftovers, and cheese live until you eat them. Real life examples. I opened the fridge and forgot why I opened it. Classic. Brain goes boop. There's nothing to eat. Fridge is full, but somehow, nothing looks tasty. Magic. My mom labeled everything in the fridge, even the water bottle. Moms take fridges very seriously. Beware. Learn these phrases. 2. Put it in the fridge to keep it fresh. This pizza? Nah, I'll eat it tomorrow. Put it in the fridge. Take it out of the fridge to use it now. The butter is hard. Take it out of the fridge and wait forever. There's something smelly in the fridge. Translation. It's time to throw that thing away or move out. Bonus tip. In British English, some people say fridge freezer, especially if the fridge and freezer are together. So next time someone asks, "Where's the milk?" You say proudly, "Check the fridge," and then close the door quickly before the yogurt falls out. Coming up next, freezer. Freezer. Let's chill with this frozen hero. The freezer is like the fridge's colder, moodier cousin. It doesn't just keep things cool, it turns them into ice bricks. You know that moment when you want ice cream, but it's frozen harder than your math homework? Yep, thank the freezer. Meaning, a freezer is an electric appliance, usually a part of your fridge or a separate big box. That keeps food frozen, not just cold. We're talking below 0 degrees, 32 degrees. The kind of cold that could turn a banana into a baseball bat. We use the freezer to store food for a long time. Things like meat, ice cream, frozen veggies, or leftovers. It helps us save food and money. Because nobody likes throwing away a good chicken curry. It's also where some people hide chocolate so no one finds it. Yes, I see you. Real life examples. I found a pizza in the freezer from 2021. Is it food? Or a time capsule? Should we call a scientist? Don't open the freezer for too long. You'll let all the cold out. Said every mom, ever, worldwide, like it's a magical cold kingdom. I put a water bottle in the freezer to cool it and forgot. Kaboom! Frozen bottle explosion. Welcome to science class. I stored my face mask in the freezer, for skincare, obviously. Freezer. Not just for food, but for beauty queens, too. I bought frozen samosas and ate them without cooking. Mistake. The freezer keeps food fresh, but not ready to eat. Warning. Learn these phrases. 2. Put it in the freezer to keep it frozen. The ice cream is melting. Quick, put it in the freezer. Take it out of the freezer. To thaw, defrost it. Take the fish out of the freezer. Dinner's not cooking itself. It's frozen solid. Rock hard, ice cube level. These parathas are frozen solid. I could build a house with them. The freezer is full. No space left. I tried to fit one more ice tray, and the whole freezer attacked me. Bonus tip. Some families use a deep freezer, a big freezer that looks like a treasure chest, perfect for storing 37 kgs of frozen chicken, or 1 summer's worth of mangoes. So remember, the freezer is your food's long-term vacation home. Cold, quiet, and usually full of things you forgot you had. So next time someone says, "Where's the ice cream?" you say, "Check the freezer." If it hasn't turned into a block of ice. Coming up next, plate, bowl, fork, knife, spoon. Plate, bowl, fork, knife, spoon. Yes, the kitchen Avengers. Meet the true superheroes of the kitchen. They don't fly, they don't shoot lasers, but they hold your food, cut your steak, and save your soup from dripping on your shirt. Let's introduce the team one by one. Plate, the flat, round guy who always takes the spotlight. I put pasta on the plate and accidentally dropped it. R.I.P. dinner. Plates are for solid food. Rice, pasta, pizza, sandwiches. They're like stages where your food performs before disappearing into your mouth. Bowl, plate's curvy cousin. I poured milk into a plate once. Never again. Bowls are for soups, cereals, noodles, salads, or anything with liquid or messy vibes. If it sloshes, splashes, or spills, it belongs in a bowl. Fork, the spiky one. Looks dangerous, but helps you eat with style. I used a fork to eat cake. I felt classy until I dropped it in my lap. Forks are used for picking up food, especially things like pasta, salad, or tiny panic-inducing peas. Knife, the serious one, not for fighting, for slicing. I tried cutting a tomato and nearly cut my confidence instead. We use knives to cut, slice, chop, from bread to chicken to scary-looking vegetables. Spoon, soft, round, and always there when you need comfort food. I used a spoon to eat ice cream, and also my feelings. Spoons are great for soups, rice, yogurt, desserts, cereal, and stealing bites from someone else's plate. We all do it. Real-life examples. Who put the spoon in the knife drawer? A mystery every kitchen has. I used a plate as a cutting board. Don't judge me. Not recommended, but relatable. Why are all the bowls dirty right when I want noodles? Kitchen karma. He eats rice with a fork. Unbelievable. Some things are just not right. Phrases you should know. Set the table. Put out the plates, forks, etc. before a meal. Can you set the table? And maybe not forget the spoons this time? Do the dishes. Clean alta. Real-life examples. Who put the spoon in the knife drawer? A mystery every kitchen has. I used a plate as a cutting board. Don't judge me. Not recommended, but relatable. Why are all the bowls dirty right when I want noodles? Kitchen karma. He eats rice with a fork. Unbelievable. Some things are just not right. He plates, bowls, etc. I love cooking, but I hate doing the dishes. The struggle is real. Grab a fork, spoon, knife. Take one from the drawer. The food's ready. Grab a fork and dig in. Pass me a bowl, please. Polite way to ask. Pass me a bowl before the noodles run away. Bonus tip. In British English, you might hear cutlery for fork, knife, and spoon, and crockery for plate and bowl. Sounds fancy, right? But whether you call them tools, cutlery, or the Avengers, they're all heroes in the kitchen. So next time you sit down for a meal, remember, without these guys, you'd be eating soup with your hands. Coming up next, bread, butter, jam, the holy trinity of breakfast. Bread, butter, jam, the holy trinity of breakfast. Ah, yes, the three magical BFFs of lazy mornings and quick breakfasts, bread, butter, and jam. They come together like a breakfast love story, simple, sweet, and sticky. Meaning, time, bread, the hero, the base, the canvas of all things delicious. Bread is usually baked and comes in slices. You toast it, you eat it plain, you cry on it. It's always there for you. I burnt the bread again. My toaster has a personal vendetta. Butter, the smooth operator, the melty magic. Butter is made from milk or cream. It's soft, yellowish, and when it melts on hot toast, chef's kiss. I spread the butter too hard and tore the bread. Tragedy. Jam, the sweet talker. Made from fruit and sugar, jam turns boring toast into a party. I had jam on my nose all morning. No one told me. There's strawberry jam, mango jam, orange marmalade. Jam has more flavors than my playlist. Real-life examples. I can survive on bread and butter alone. Said every student during exam season. I drop the toast butter side down, always. It's a law of nature. Look it up. She made me a sandwich with jam and butter. I married her. True love starts with good toast. I buttered the bread, then added jam, then dropped it. I cried. That's called emotional breakfast damage. Useful phrases for you. Can you toast the bread? Make it warm and crispy in a toaster. Pass the butter, please. Very polite. 100 English points for you. Would you like jam on your toast? It means, let's be friends. I'm having bread and butter for breakfast. Simple and classic. Also, affordable. He's the bread and butter of the team. Idiom. It means he's essential or important, just like bread and butter in life. Bonus tip. In some places, people add cheese, peanut butter, or even chili flakes to spice up their toast game. But honestly, bread plus butter plus jam equals classic combo. No upgrade needed. So, next time you're late, lazy, or just hungry, remember the Holy Trinity: bread, butter, and jam. The breakfast Avengers, who don't wear capes, but wear crumbs. Coming up next, stove, gas, stove. The thing you burn your food on, or cook, if you're lucky. Stove, gas stove. The thing you burn your food on, or cook, if you're lucky. Let's be honest, the stove is that fiery kitchen dragon. You either tame it and become a master chef, or you burn your roti and your hopes together. Meaning, now with extra spice, a stove or gas stove is one of the most important things in the kitchen. It's your main weapon for cooking. It has burners, those round metal parts where the fire or heat comes out. You can put pans, kettles, pressure cookers, or even your tea dreams on it. There are two types of stoves. Gas stove uses actual flame. You can see the fire, great for fast cooking. And slow burns, emotionally and literally. Electric stove, flat and smooth. Heats up like a secret ninja. You don't see fire, but it's still dangerous, especially for forgetful people. Induction stove, the smart one. Needs special pots. No fire, no drama, just confusion. No matter the type, the stove is where the magic, or the mess, happens. Without it, you're just eating raw carrots and sadness. Real-life examples, now even more relatable. I left the milk on the stove and went to scroll Instagram. Came back to a milk tsunami. The rice boiled over, and now my stove looks like a science experiment. Congratulations, you've discovered rice volcano. My stove has one burner that works, the rest are just for decoration. Every family has that one loyal burner. I tried to cook on the electric stove, waited 10 minutes, then realized I never turned it on. The gas stove makes that scary click, click, click sound before it lights. Every time I think it's my final moment. Mom said, keep an eye on the stove. So I did. I stared at it for 10 minutes. Nothing happened. Technically, you followed directions. I tried cooking with 3 burners at once. Felt like I was in MasterChef. Burned all 3. Extra phrases to learn and use. Light the stove. Start the flame, usually with a lighter or match. Be careful when you light the stove, or you'll lose your eyebrows. Simmer it on low heat. Let it cook slowly. If you boil dal on high, it becomes lava. Trust me. The stove is dirty again. Even if I boil water, somehow the stove gets dirty. The flame is too high. Translation: something is about to burn, explode, or both. Keep the pan in the center of the burner, unless you like playing Jenga Kitchen Edition. Bonus wisdom from the kitchen elder, aka your mom. Don't ever leave the stove unattended. Equals rule number 1, every mom's favorite line. Use low heat if you don't want to cry later. Equals slow cooking saves hearts and pans. Smells like something's burning. Equals translation: you're in trouble. Act fast. So remember, the stove is where your food becomes a masterpiece or a mystery. Treat it with respect, or it'll treat your food like a crispy fossil. Coming up next, Tupperware, fancy name for plastic boxes. Tupperware, the fancy name for plastic boxes. Let's be real. Tupperware sounds like the name of a high-tech spaceship, but nope. It's just a plastic container with a lid. Still, it's one of the most powerful forces in the kitchen, right after Mom's. Meaning, Tupperware is a brand name, but people use it to describe any plastic container with a lid. You know, those boxes you use to store leftovers, pack lunch, or forget in the fridge for 6 months. Think of Tupperware like a mini fridge in a box. It keeps your food fresh and your mom happy. Real-life examples. My mom has a whole cabinet full of Tupperware, but uses the same 2 containers every day. Classic. I took my lunch to school in a Tupperware. Came home with just the lid. If you lose my Tupperware, don't come home. Moms and their emotional connection to plastic boxes. It's deep. The food smells weird. Check that old Tupperware at the back of the fridge. It might contain a science experiment. He brought biryani in Tupperware. I knew he was the one. True romance is stored in an airtight lid. Useful phrases. Put the leftovers in Tupperware. Save the extra food for later. Or tomorrow's lunch. Where's the lid for this Tupperware? The eternal mystery. Tupperware lids go missing like socks in the dryer. Don't microwave that Tupperware. Some melt, some explode, some just scream. Can I keep the container? Equals, polite way to say, can I steal your Tupperware and never return it? Bonus tip, Tupperware comes in all shapes and sizes, square, round, deep, shallow, and that one weird one no food ever fits in. And yes, some people have Tupperware parties. It's a thing. A bunch of adults talking about plastic boxes. So next time someone says, "Where's the Tupperware?" you say, "In the fridge with last week's mystery curry." Coming up next, salt and pepper. Salt and pepper, the OG spice squad. Salt and pepper are like the Batman and Robin of the kitchen. Where there's food, these two are probably nearby, judging it. One brings flavor, the other brings attitude. Together, they upgrade boring food into yum food. Meaning, salt is a white mineral used to enhance the flavor of food. Without it, everything tastes like cardboard. Pepper, tiny black, sometimes white or red, granules that add a spicy kick to food. Basically, it's food's way of saying, let's fight. You usually see them together in cute little shakers on dining tables. Sometimes fancy restaurants give them in tiny bowls. Very dramatic. Real-life examples. This soup needs salt. Translation. Right now it tastes like hot water with regrets. Too much pepper. My nose is on fire. And yes, you might sneeze like a cartoon. Can you pass the salt and pepper? Equals classic English dining table sentence. Use it, love it, be polite. My dad puts salt on everything, even watermelon. Some people just want chaos. I thought it was sugar, but it was salt. Welcome to Bitter Tea, the horror story. Useful phrases to know. Add a pinch of salt. A pinch means a small amount, like 2 fingers worth. Season it with salt and pepper. Season equals add flavor before or after cooking. Too salty. Careful. This can also mean someone is being rude or angry. Why are you so salty today? Why are you grumpy? Pepper to taste. You decide how spicy you want it. No pressure. Just sneeze risk. Where's the salt shaker? That little container with holes that lets the salt snow down on your fries. Bonus tip. Salt and pepper aren't just for taste. They're also used in idioms. They're like salt and pepper. Eagles, they go well together. A perfect match. He has salt and pepper hair. Equals, his hair is a mix of black and gray. Stylish aging. So next time your food feels boring, just say, "Hold up, where's the salt and pepper?" Because flavor matters, and so does your English. Coming up next, kettle, microwave, oven, blender, toaster. All right, class, grab your imaginary aprons because it's time to meet the Kitchen Gadgets gang, the Avengers of hot, crunchy, spinny, and boom. Kettle. The water-boiling boss, meaning a kettle is a container used to boil water, usually for tea, coffee, or emergency Maggie sessions. There are two kinds. Stove kettle, you put it on the flame electric kettle, plug it in, and boom. Water's hot in 2 minutes. Examples. I turned on the kettle and forgot. Now it's just steam and regret. Don't touch the kettle. It's hotter than your ex's new relationship. Make some tea. The kettle's ready. Those are healing words in every Desi household. Microwave, the food time machine. Meaning, a microwave is an electronic oven that heats food super fast, using invisible waves. No fire, no waiting, just beep beep and hot food. Examples. I put pizza in the microwave, and it came out as rubber. Microwave popcorn is either perfect or on fire. Beep, your loneliness is ready. Just microwave dinner things. Phrases. Heat it in the microwave. Don't put metal in the microwave. Unless you want fireworks indoors. Oven. The fancy baking machine. Meaning, an oven is a big, hot box that bakes, roasts, and makes your kitchen smell amazing. Cookies? Yes. Pizza? Yes. Burnt dreams? Also, yes. Examples. I baked a cake in the oven. Now it's a black rock. The oven is preheating. Ipos, fancy way of saying, it's getting ready to destroy your hopes. Do not open the oven every 2 minutes. Equals Mom Advice 101. Phrases. Bake it in the oven. Set the oven to 180 degrees. Oops, I forgot the oven was on. Blender. The Spin Master 3000. Meaning, a blender is a machine that spins really fast to mix or puree food and drinks. It makes smoothies, milkshakes, chutneys, and sometimes a mess. Examples. I forgot to put the lid on the blender. Now the ceiling is mango flavored. Put it in the blender and press start. The chaos begins. My smoothie sounds like a helicopter. Phrases. Blend the ingredients. Use the blender, not your hands. Why is the blender louder than my alarm clock? Toaster, the bread transformer. Meaning, a toaster turns soft bread into crunchy golden toast. Basically, a bread tanning salon. Examples. I put the bread in, and it popped out like a jack-in-the-box. Burnt toast again? It's a love-hate relationship. My toaster only toasts on one side. So now you flip it like a pancake. Phrases. Toast the bread. It popped out of the toaster. This toast is perfect. Instagram it. Final thought. These kitchen gadgets are small, but they do big things. So respect them. Learn their names and never forget. Don't microwave your spoon. Don't blend your phone. Don't toast your feelings. Just cook, learn, laugh, and enjoy your English journey with Learn English with FTJ. Coming up next, vegetables, carrot, tomato, onion, potato. All right, students, today we're talking about vegetables. Yes, those colorful, crunchy, emotional support ingredients that live in your fridge. Until they turn weird and squishy. Let's meet the main stars of the veggie world. Carrot, the crunchy one, meaning a long orange root vegetable that's healthy, sweet, sometimes, and great for your eyes. Your mom says, eat carrots, they help you see in the dark. Reality? Not that magical. But hey, it's good for you. Examples. I cut the carrots into heart shapes. My cooking is romantic now. Carrots are crunchy, like dangerously crunchy. One bite equals earthquake. I grated the carrot for salad. Now my hand is also in the salad. Tomato, the drama queen, meaning a juicy red fruit pretending to be a vegetable, used in everything from curry to ketchup to food fights. Examples. This tomato is too soft. Is it ripe or is it plotting something? I threw a tomato into the curry. It exploded like a grenade. Some say tomato, some say tomato. I just say, tastes good. Phrase, tomato puree, equals blended tomato, no drama, just sauce. Onion, the emotional one, meaning a round vegetable that makes every dish better and every cook cry. Examples. I chopped one onion and cried like it broke up with me. The onions are golden brown now. That's how you know you're a chef. Onion in the fridge? Ice cold tears. Phrase, saute the onions, equal cook them gently until they're soft and slightly brown. Potato, the lazy genius, meaning a brown, lumpy vegetable that turns into magic. Fries, chips, mash, curry. Potato does it all. Humble but powerful. Examples. I boiled the potatoes, then forgot them. Now they're cold and sad. Everything is better with potatoes, even bad days. I relate to potatoes, round, soft, and always in some drama. Phrase, peel the potatoes. Take off the skin, a very time-consuming job, perfect for bonding with moms. Fun phrases to remember. Chop the veggies. Boil the potatoes. Slice the onions carefully. Add tomatoes to the curry. Grate the carrots. Store the veggies in the fridge, or they'll start their own science experiment. Bonus idioms for extra English. Sauce. Cool as a cucumber. Itzel misen some seas. Very calm. Even though we didn't mention cucumber, we still love it. Full of beans. Equals very energetic. Beans are vegetables too, kinda. Couch potato equals someone who sits all day watching TV. You know who you are. So next time someone says, "Do you know your vegetables?" You say, "Of course. Carrot is cute, tomato is dramatic, onion is emotional, and potato is me." Stay fresh. Stay healthy. Stay funny. Coming up next, sink, dish soap, sponge, aka the sad ending to every meal. All right, friends. We've talked about the yummy side of the kitchen, cooking, eating, snacking. But now it's time for the dark side. The part we all fear, the sink zone. Let's meet the three heroes, or victims, of this tragic tale. Sink, the dish graveyard. Meaning, the sink is the big bowl-like thing in your kitchen where you wash dishes, hands, or just cry softly while scrubbing burnt rice off a pan. Examples. I looked at the sink, and it looked back, full of dishes, judging me. I'll do the dishes later. Famous last words. Why is there one spoon in the sink? Who used one spoon and left it there? Phrase, rinse it in the sink, equals wash with water. At least pretend to. Dish soap, the slippery savior. Meaning, dish soap is the magical liquid that helps remove the oil, stains, and all evidence of last night's midnight biryani. Examples. I poured too much dish soap. Now it looks like a bubble party. Without dish soap, it's just spreading the oil around. I used shampoo once. Not recommended. Phrase, add a drop of dish soap. But we all squeeze half the bottle, just in case. Sponge, the squishy soldier. Meaning, a sponge is that soft, squishy thing you use to scrub your dishes. Yellow, green, sometimes pink, always kind of gross after 1 week. Examples. This sponge smells weird. Translation, throw, it away. I squeezed the sponge and it attacked me with soap water. Don't mix the sponge for dishes with the one for the counter. That's kitchen crime. Phrase, scrub it with a sponge, equals the international way to remove dried dal from a tiffin box. Sad, but true routine. Eat amazing food. Sit back and feel happy. Walk to the sink, stare at the mountain of dishes. Wash, wash, sponge, splash. Done. Until the next meal. Useful kitchen phrases for learners. Who's doing the dishes today? Let them soak in the sink. This sponge is dead. Get a new one. I ran out of dish soap. I guess no more cooking. So the next time you're standing in front of the sink, holding a sponge like a warrior, just whisper to yourself, I can do this. I speak English. I fight grease. Now, let's talking about phrases. Okay, students, let's take a break from dish soap disasters and talk about something that sounds way more responsible. I'm cooking dinner, a phrase that makes you sound like an adult, even if you're just making Maggie. Meaning, I'm cooking dinner means I'm preparing food in the evening, usually the main meal of the day. It can mean frying, boiling, chopping, crying while chopping, burning things accidentally. All of that equals cooking dinner. Tense talk. Present continuous grammar alert. I am cooking dinner. Equal, it's happening right now, at this moment. You're in the kitchen, apron on, chaos in full motion. Real life examples. Don't call me now. I'm cooking dinner and the oil is attacking me. I'm cooking dinner for my family tonight. Isa. Sounds responsible, even if it's just frozen pizza. He said he's cooking dinner. Translation, boiling eggs and Googling how to make rice. I'm cooking dinner because my mom is tired. IELTS, certified good kid, TM behavior. Related phrases you can use. What are you cooking for dinner? Translation, I'm hungry and curious. Let's cook dinner together. Cute until one person cuts onions and the other just plays music. I accidentally burned dinner. Don't worry, even master chefs have bad days. Dinner is ready? The magic sentence that brings the whole family to the kitchen in 2 seconds. Fun tip, you can swap the meal to match the time of day. I'm cooking breakfast equals making eggs and pretending to be a morning person. I'm cooking lunch equals usually quick and easy. I'm cooking dinner. Il feels fancy, even if it's instant noodles and emotional stability. So next time someone says, "What are you doing?" you smile and proudly say, "I'm cooking dinner." And maybe say it louder so your mom hears and feels proud. All right, foodies and English learners, imagine this. Dinner is almost ready. The food smells amazing. But the table is empty. No plates, no forks, no napkins. Just a lonely salt shaker standing like a soldier. That's when someone says, "Can you set the table?" Let's learn what that means. Meaning, set the table equals prepare the table for a meal. You put plates, forks, spoons, glasses, napkins, everything people need to eat. No, you're not building the table. No, you're not decorating it like a wedding. Just the basic dinner stuff. Simple and helpful. Real life examples. Mom's cooking dinner. She shouted from the kitchen, "Can you set the table?" Translation, stop scrolling and be useful. I set the table, but forgot the spoons. Soup night equal disaster. He set the table like a restaurant. Napkins folded like swans. Calm down, Gordon Ramsay. Can you set the table while I finish cooking? Teamwork makes the dinner work. What you usually set. Plates, forks, knives, spoons, glasses or cups, napkins, water jug. Bonus, ketchup, salt and pepper, your phone if you're chaotic. Related phrases, set the table for 4. Equals, there are 4 people eating, so place 4 sets of plates, forks, etc. Dinner's ready? Who set the table? Ixels, usually said by the person who cooked and feels betrayed. Clear the table. Ixels. Ikasos. After the meal, remove all the stuff, including your regrets. Fun tip. In British English, you might hear, lay the table. Same meaning. So next time your family says, can you set the table? You say, of course. I'm an English expert and a table-setting ninja. Okay, students, this is not a drill. This is the emergency phrase of the kitchen. The moment where English, smell, and smoke come together. The food is burning. Let's understand what it means, when to say it, and why it usually happens right after we open Instagram while cooking. Meaning, the food is burning means the food on the stove, in the oven, or even in the microwave is getting overcooked or turning black. Basically, it's starting to smell like regret. It's not a little crispy. It's call the fire department energy. Real life examples. I left the rice on the stove and scrolled Instagram. Next thing I know, the food is burning. The food is burning. Grab water. No, not the plant spray bottle. Mom said, smell that? The food is burning. I said, no, it smells smoky and artistic. The food is burning because someone said, just 2 more minutes, 20 minutes ago. Related phrases you need in a kitchen crisis. Turn off the stove. Etzels. First thing. Always. Save the kitchen. It's stuck to the pan. Ixels. Translation. You now own that pan forever. Open the window. Ixel. Because now your kitchen smells like a barbecue disaster. It's not burnt. It's charcoal style. Equals. The cook is in denial. Funny but useful grammar tip. The food is burning. Equals. Present continuous tense. It's happening right now, and you better act fast. If you say, the food burned, that means it's already too late. Time for toast and tears. What can burn in the kitchen? Rice toast. Roti. Like a frisbee after 30 seconds too long. Cookies. Even water, somehow. Don't ask. We've all done it. Bonus tip. Sometimes people say, it's smoking. You look at the pan, and there's a smoke cloud bigger than your future plans. Or, it's overcooked. Ils, a polite way of saying, burnt to death. So remember, if you hear sizzling, that sounds suspicious. If you smell something like a burnt tire, just shout, the food is burning, and run to the stove like a kitchen superhero. Okay, students, you walk to the kitchen, you're hungry, but you're too lazy to cook. So what do? You open the fridge. Light turns on like it's heaven, and you ask the ultimate question. What's in the fridge? Meaning, what's in the fridge? Souls. You're asking what food or items are currently inside the refrigerator. Maybe you're looking for leftovers. Maybe butter. Maybe magic. But usually, it's just 1 tomato and a mystery box you're scared to open. Real life examples. What's in the fridge? Equals. Translation. I'm hungry, but too tired to use the stove. Just check what's in the fridge and make something. Equal every mom ever. There's nothing in the fridge. Eels. Lies. There's always ketchup, 2 eggs, and sadness. What's in the fridge? Something that used to be food, now it's science. Grammar tip. This is a simple present tense question. What's equals what is in the fridge equals inside the refrigerator? Easy, natural, and super common in spoken English. Possible fridge. Answers: there's some leftover pizza. Just vegetables and disappointment. Ooh, chocolate! Only milk from last week. Uh-oh. Nothing. We need to go shopping. Related phrases. Can you check the fridge? Equals, please go look. I'm lazy. There's something weird in the fridge. Ills, time to wear gloves and be brave. Put it in the fridge. Equal, save it for later. Maybe, if it survives. The fridge is empty. Equal, sad words. Very sad words. Fun fact. Sometimes people say, fridge raid, when you open the fridge and grab whatever you can find, like a food pirate. So next time you feel hungry, bored, or just curious, walk to the kitchen and ask with style, what's in the fridge? And if the answer is, only garlic and sadness, well, at least you learned some English. All right, learners, let's talk about that sad moment. When the food is gone, the fun is over, and all that's left is a mountain of plates staring at you like, that's when you say, I need to wash the dishes, and cry a little inside. Meaning, I need to wash the dishes means I have to clean the plates, cups, bowls, forks, etc. Basically, all the things we just used for eating. You use water, dish soap, and a sponge. And 5% patience, 95% regret. Grammar check. I need to. It's, you have to do it. It's necessary. Wash the dishes. Gil, clean the dirty kitchenware. So, I need to wash the dishes. Eagles, time to get your hands wet, chef. Real life examples. I cooked, so you need to wash the dishes. Fair deal, right? Maybe, maybe not. I need to wash the dishes, but I'll do it after one more episode. Famous last words. Why are there dishes in the sink from last night? Uh-oh. Someone's in trouble. I need to wash the dishes before my mom comes home. The speed wash panic is real. Related phrases. Can you wash the dishes? Yes, translation. Please help me. I beg you. Don't forget to do the dishes. Equals. AKA, you'll forget. I hate washing dishes. Equal, a sentence we've all said, even in English. Use the dishwasher. Equal, lucky people with fancy machines. Pro tip. Some people say do the dishes instead of wash the dishes. Same meaning. I need to do the dishes. Equals. Yes, it still means you're stuck at the sink. Fun motivation? Hack. Say it like this. I need to wash the dishes because I'm responsible and awesome. Then wear headphones and dance while scrubbing. Still boring. But at least it's a musical tragedy. So the next time you look at your messy kitchen, just say, I need to wash the dishes. Then get to work and level up your English and your plate cleaning skills. All right, English learners, picture this. You have a favorite spoon, not too big, not too small, perfect for cereal, soup, and secret midnight ice cream. And then, one day, it's gone, or worse, used by someone else. And so you shout, Who used my spoon? With betrayal in your heart and yogurt on the counter, meaning you're asking who used the spoon that belongs to you or the one you always use. It's a mix of surprise, mild anger, suspicion, and emotional attachment to cutlery. It's not really about the spoon. It's about respect, people. Real life examples. Who used my spoon? I left it here, shiny and clean. Now it's in the sink, covered in curry. Life is hard. I don't care about any other spoon. I want my spoon. That one that fits your soul. Who used my spoon? Everyone in the house suddenly forgets how to speak. Relax. It's just a spoon. No, it's not. It's a legacy. Grammar tip. Who used equals simple past tense question. My spoon equals the item you claim with passion. This is a great example of how tone can change the sentence. Say it calmly. Who used my spoon? Equal. You're just curious. Say it dramatically. Who used my spoon? Equals. You're starting a kitchen investigation. Related phrases. Where's my spoon? Equals the pre-drama stage. Why is my spoon dirty? Itila. The suspicion begins. I was saving that spoon. Equal for something special. Like Nutella. Don't use this one. It's mine. Isum, the golden rule of roommates. Fun, cultural tip. Some people really do have a favorite spoon, fork, or cup. And it's personal. In some homes, touching it equals declaration of war. So, next time your perfect spoon is missing, don't panic. Just stand in the kitchen, point to the sink, and say with pride, "Who used my spoon?" And then, go learn some English while doing the dishes. And that's it, my friends. You've just survived a full tour of the kitchen in English. From the mighty fridge to the mysterious missing spoon. We did it all. Now next time someone says, "Can you set the table?" or "The food is burning," you'll know exactly what to do. Or at least say it correctly before panicking. Quick recap. Time. You learned names of kitchen items, fun phrases, and real-life examples. Some spicy jokes, and maybe burn some toast along the way. Homework? Go to your kitchen and try saying what you see. In English, open the fridge and ask, "What's in the fridge?" Look at the dishes and say, "I need to wash the dishes," even if you don't want to. Practice like you're the main character of a cooking show. If you had fun today, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to learn English with FTJ, hit the bell icon so you never miss another delicious English lesson. And hey, tell me in the comments, what's your favorite thing in the kitchen? A spoon? A snack? Or the fridge light that makes you feel dramatic? Until next time, keep learning, keep laughing, and keep your spoons safe. Bye-bye, friends. See you in the next video. Only on Learn English with FTJ.